Weird how it fades in like that sometimes. So this video is from back on the 23rd of December, a couple of days before Christmas, obviously. LAPD gets dispatched to a retail establishment, reference to an assault with a deadly weapon call. Um, this one, it's a long video. It's the official LAPD release. I'm going to show the whole thing because that's really the only way to do it. So nothing gets left out, nothing gets overlooked. Um, this one's probably going to be pretty tough to watch. It's one of the it's going to be a worst day of somebody's life kind of a situation. And a lot of our calls usually are the worst day of somebody's life, but this one in particular I think is probably going to be tough. So hang in there. I'll try not to stop it too much unless, there's something worth stopping for.
Hello, I'm Captain Stacy Spell, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in North Hollywood Division in the city of Los Angeles on December 23, 2021 at around 11:50 a.m. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We're still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Officers assigned to North Hollywood Division responded to a radio call of an assault with a deadly weapon in progress at a business in the 12,100 block of Victory Boulevard. While en route to the location, the officers received multiple radio calls from the same location that there was a possible shooting in progress and there were individuals sheltering in place. Here are several 911 calls and radio broadcasts from this incident.
Evacuate! Let's go! Everybody out!
420 CHQ to transfer.
Evacuate the building, everybody! Evacuate the building!
What's the emergency?
I had a hostile customer in my store attacking customers.
Okay.
12121, Victory Way.
Ma'am, where is it a male or female? Ma'am,
He's breaking things. He's breaking things.
ma'am, hello, I need you to listen to me so I can send some help. Is it a male or a female?
Male,
What's the name of your store?
Burlington.
Where in the store is he?
Take the customers, evacuate.
Ma'am, I need you to answer my question so we can send the police. Okay,
He's inside on the
Where?
second floor.
on the second floor. Okay, is he
Second
black?
floor.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's Hispanic.
What color clothing is he wearing?
He's wearing a white cap. Dude, hold the door. Colorful jacket. He's walking around the store looking for people.
Okay, does he have?
Evacuate the building.
Okay,
before they-
ma'am,
Hey!
ma'am, I need you to only answer the question so that way we can get an officer out there. What color pants is he wearing?
Jeans.
Okay, does he have any weapons?
Evacuate! Huh?
Does he have any weapons?
Get out! He's using his bike. He's using one of those bike locks.
To hit people?
Evacuate! Get out! He's force receiving.
Okay, ma'am, he's using a bike lock to hit people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, no knives or guns, correct? No knives or guns? Okay, I just need to make sure, ma'am, I have to ask, okay? Is he under the influence of any alcohol or narcotics as far as you know?
Yeah, most likely, yes.
What's your name? And your phone number?
Hey, real quick, pretty good job on the part of the dispatcher, and I'm assuming this is the manager of the store. The manager's trying to do two things at once: talk to dispatch and get people to safety, so she's having to split her attention, but she still managed to get the pertinent information to the dispatcher. Hats off to the dispatcher for asking for the pertinent information without a lot of extra bullshit.
Okay. And is anyone hurt? Does anyone need an ambulance to get out there?
Run. No one's hurt right now that I know of.
All right, we'll have an officer. We're going to have an officer respond over to this monster, okay? If anything changes, anyone needs an ambulance, you grab any other weapons or anything, give us a call back, okay? Are you outside of the store now?
Huh?
Are you outside of the store now?
No,
You're
we're locked in the office and we locked ourselves into the office and the rest of them exited to the emergency doors.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna stay on the line with you until the police get there, okay? One moment.
The crazy guy is going crazy.
The crazy guy is going crazy.
The emergency exits in the front or in the back?
There's like 2-3 emergency exits.
Okay.
One in the front, 2 in the back.
Okay, one moment.
Okay, close the door.
Good information, right?
Yeah.
So responding units know where to set up.
I don't know if he's still in the building.
77 units, 12X5A, 12X5A,
Okay.
Deputy suspect there now, 1212 on Victory Boulevard, 12121 Victory Boulevard in Burlington.
Where are
On
you?
the second floor, the suspects in a Hispanic wearing a multicolored jacket.
Do not come in the building, okay?
To adult
Just,
customers
can you
with
do me a
block.
favor and gather the detectives that are outside the into the emergency
It's for
exit?
31582 and RD 1524. Always 3911, operator 514.
Yes, can you send a unit to Burlington and North Hollywood, please? There's a guy with a gun.
All right, so now it's a guy with a gun.
What?
North Hollywood, please, go
Okay,
over and
I need a, give me an address, ma'am. I don't know where you are.
I don't know the address. It's Victory and Coldwater, the Burlington and North Hollywood.
You're giving me too many. Is there anybody there that knows the address where you are?
Dude, how is it that one dispatcher, this always baffled me, you got one dispatcher that's on point and then you got another one that's just a complete dumpster fire? You don't have to be a dick.
What is the number, the address here?
Dude, you got CAD. Like, you can look that shit up for real.
We don't know the address.
Where are you?
In North Hollywood.
I know that, but North Hollywood is big. Where? What street are you on?
Told you twice, dude.
Is this a business or a residence?
Boulevard,
3 times.
Victory Boulevard, and Lawrence Canyon.
Okay, are you inside of a residence or outside of a business? Where are you?
It's a business. It's
What's the name of
a store.
It's a Burlington store?
3rd time she said it,
Okay,
right?
the person that has the gun, where are they right now?
They are inside and everybody's running away, evacuating the building.
Okay, the guy that has the gun, is he black, white, Hispanic, Asian?
We don't know, miss. It's just shot.
So he shot the gun?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Miss.
Don't hang up. Ma'am, don't hang up, okay? You're not gonna hear me, but I can hear you. I'm gonna be talking to the officers, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'm already calling the police.
On the second floor, these have to smell Hispanic multicolored jacket, white shirt, changes into assault the customers with a bike lock. Procedure 1582 or 1524. North Hollywood unit, ambulance, protection, shooting just occurred.
My police is coming.
Victory Boulevard and Laurel Canyon, Victory Boulevard and Laurel Canyon at the Burlington Coke Factory. Stand by for addition of code 31586.
Hello, can I help you? Hi, yeah, I'm calling because my mother is in South Burlington on Victory and Laurel Canyon.
See how this dispatcher or call taker does.
I tried to talk to her, but she told me that they're hiding behind the store because there's a man. I'm not sure if he has a gun, but I think he's making threats inside the store. And I was just calling in case no one else has called yet.
And where was it at?
It's Burlington on Victory, and I believe it's Laurel Canyon.
Did she give you any type of description?
No, she don't know if he has a gun or I don't know what he has, but they're hiding. So I'm
Where are they
assuming
hiding?
they're making threats.
hiding?
I don't know.
Do you know, have any description of the
I
man?
don't. No, I didn't talk to her. She just called me and yeah.
Okay, what's your name
My name is.
and your phone number?
Oh, I think the police is on its way actually.
It's on its way.
Okay, all right, I'll send the officers over and I'll let them know.
I see one right now.
Okay, all right, I'll let
I
them
see
know.
one police.
Okay, thank you. I was just calling to double check. Thank you.
Nothing is additional on your ADW shooting, Victory Yellow Canyon. Suspect is still inside the location. Thereby, there are customers and employees hiding inside the location. Unknown suspect is description at this time. Still code for the incident 1580.
All right, so if you're one of the responding officers right now, let's say you're going to be the first on scene. You know that you were closer than anybody else. How are you setting up for this call in your head? What are you thinking about? Have you been inside this store before? Has dispatch given you the information like where the emergency exits are and a good description of the suspect so that when you pull up and you see all the people outside, maybe the suspect's outside with the people, right? Or is he still inside? Are you going to make entry? Or are you going to wait for backup? What are these things? What are these questions that you're asking yourself in order to prep for arriving on scene?
24.
Delta Unit 10, 15X 56, 15X 66, shooting this occurred with Victory and Laurel Canyon, code 3, incident 1586, RD 1524.
Closed circuit television video captured the suspect prior to the officer's arrival. In review of the video, it appears the suspect attacked several people. The suspect entered the store with his bicycle at around 11 a.m. and took the escalator up to the second floor. He laid his bike in an aisle and walked around the store putting on clothes. A store employee made contact with the suspect about his bike. The employee left the area, and the suspect smashed a computer monitor nearby. He then moved on to hit the glass railing. Next, he took the escalator down and encountered another female. He attempted to take her bag, and as the female resisted, the suspect tackled her and hit her with the lock. That female was able to break away and run out of the store. She was not identified. The suspect waited as another female came down the escalator. He attempted to grab her, but she was able to break free and run out of the store. The suspect then went back up to the second floor, to the area by the dressing room, where he observed a third female pushing a shopping cart. The suspect approached that female from behind and struck her over the head with the bike lock. That female crawled away, and the suspect grabbed her and dragged her near the dressing room and continued to beat her with the lock. Here's surveillance footage of the suspect's actions prior to the officer's arrival.
Okay, it's just seeing somebody, like, it's not unusual to see somebody like walk their bike through a store if like they work there and that's how they get home or something like that. But dude putting his bike on the escalator and stuff, like, that's got to be tripping people's tripwires right now, right? Like, even homeboy right here is like, what the hell is this guy doing? Yeah, get on the escalator and go down, sweetie. All right, so now we've got on a jacket and pants. Yeah, this guy's a football bat, right? Just out of curiosity, you see some guy acting like this, you gonna walk past him and like pay him no mind? Like, I wonder sometimes where are people's OODA loops at? What is their situational awareness? Is this normal behavior? And maybe in LA it is. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. But even if you're in somewhere where people are different, right? Is this normal behavior? And is this behavior where you would just ignore it and go that close to get around it? And now he's just waiting for somebody to say something to him. Setting a trap, right? Well, he's trying to draw attention to himself so somebody comes and says something to him. This guy's just going to walk right by him. He has no idea. You know, it's bizarre sometimes how out of touch with reality some people are. How they live in such a bubble that they don't pay any attention to anything going on around them. Look at this lady. Oblivious. Like, at what point do you look at a situation, take in what's going on, and go, you know, maybe I shouldn't be anywhere near that because that looks wrong. And I know that, you know, not everybody has the same internal monologue, but good grief. Yo. Oh, oh, oh. Now, who is this right here? Who is this right here? Who is that? Who is that? Is that somebody that could do something about this? That's a pretty big person. Be cool if somebody kicked that bike lock down the escalator. Nope, he found it. What about you folks at concealed carry? or carry every day? What is your red line in a situation like this? Is this a situation where you avoid it? Is this a situation where you stick around and see if you can help? Yeah, turn around and go. This person's just standing there. Now we're going to leave. Ah. Say you're an off-duty cop in this situation and presumably carrying your gun, because if you're not, then there's something wrong with you. But what do you do in this situation? Do you hang out until uniform arrive? You call 911. Hey, this is so-and-so. I'm wearing so-and-so and so-and-so, and I'm inside the store. I know there's officers on the way. Let them know what I'm wearing. Yeah, he might be a little fucked up. Wonder what happened to this guy's day to day besides drugs that caused him to decide to go to the Burlington Cheesecake Factory and make an ass of himself and cause problems. Like, what's going on in your head where you think that this is a reasonable thing to do? Oh, lady. She's gonna get thumped. Nope. Nope, there she goes. That must have been the first 911 call. Oh, don't fall. She's just going to get up. Yo, dude! Here, let me get my hat. And she's just going to ride the fucking escalator on down. No way homeboy's pulling his pants off. Push him over. Push him over. He's got his pants around his knees. Oh, there we go. Down to fighting weight. Got to put those shoes back on now. You can't appropriately bike lock somebody without your kicks on. There we go. I'll take my pants. And this pair of pants. Just gonna walk around with them. So he walks out. Wonder if anybody thought about locking the door behind him. Was there anybody available to do that? Doesn't look like it. Now, if you ask the news media, this guy is unarmed. Oh, here they come. Yeah, that's a shitty situation right there. Yikes. Hit the stop button, make them like stairs. What do you think? What do you think about this? Riding the escalator up. You ride it up or do you hit the stop button and treat them like stairs? What do you think? We watching above us, we watching our corner, we watching. It's hard to see where they're looking. I don't know, the riding might look like it's the way to go. A little less wear and tear on the knees. Oh shit, they brought everybody. Alrighty. Where'd you go, buddy? There he is. Yo! Yo! You know, what if she had had a gun in her purse? Man, you know that hurts. God damn. Ah. Bro. Fight. Fight, lady. You gotta fight. Come on if you're coming. There they are. Oh. Oh.
As officers arrived at the location, they were directed upstairs to the suspect and began a search. During that search, officers located a female who was suffering from various injuries and bleeding. They encountered the suspect a short distance away, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. The suspect was struck by gunfire and taken into custody. The Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded and determined the suspect deceased at scene. Unbeknownst to the officers, a 14-year-old girl was in the changing room behind a wall that was behind the suspect and out of the officer's view. She was in the changing area with her mother when the officers encountered the suspect and the officer-involved shooting occurred. During a search for additional suspects and victims, officers found the girl and discovered she had been struck by gunfire, and she was determined deceased at scene.
Aye.
At this preliminary phase of the investigation, it is believed that the victim was struck by one of the rounds fired by an officer at the suspect. We, at the LAPD, would like to express our most heartfelt condolences and profound regret for the loss of this innocent victim, Valentina Oriana Peralta. There are no words that can describe the depth of the sorrow we feel for this tragic outcome. The suspect was later identified as Daniel Elena Lopez, a 24-year-old resident of Los Angeles. The assault victim was transported to a local hospital where she was admitted for injuries to her head and arms sustained during the suspect's attack. The officer-involved shooting was captured on officers' body-worn camera. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officers saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera.
Have one unit come in from the east side, he's on the second floor. Hey, pop it.
There you go. Little A2 set up there. I'm sorry, an A1 setup. Jinkies.
Hey, get this stuff. Hey, we have a victim down! Victim down! Hey, slow down, slow down. Let me take point with the rifle. Hey, back up.
Guys.
Get out. He's going two. You got it? You got it? Yeah. Okay. I heard it. He's hitting.
If you're gonna take point with a rifle, have your fucking rifle ready.
Hey, she's bleeding. She's bleeding. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Hey, take those hands.
You hear the screaming?
Get your hand down. Here, I'll cover. Grab my shoe, Sergeant. I got it. Get all right, all right.
All right, cool. So we got a shotty, a rifle, less lethal.
We have associates in there. Stand back. Let's start moving up. All right, move, push. Let me get a minute there.
Good.
Roger, we're moving up. Stand back. All right. You say calm down. Hold the frequency, please. And we're going to be moving up right now. All right, move up. Whenever you're ready. Hey, and then give that warning. Gotcha. Oh, dude, come on out, Andrew. All right. Hey, keep going in. We got people inside. Yeah. We're good.
Good.
Hey, diamond formation, guys. Diamond formation. We got a diamond formation.
Right, I'm on the right.
Diamond formation.
All right, pushing.
You're up to the southern floor. Make yourself known. All right, pivoting. I'm trying to get it up.
I like the communication.
LAPD, we're coming up. If you're upstairs, make yourself known. You were down. Jordan, on your six. All right. Hey, careful with that up there. Yeah. Let Jordan hit him with that 40. All right. Hey, your hands up in the game.
Watch my hand. I got you back. I got you back.
Hey, get that tube up in front. Hold. Diamond formation back corner.
Good.
Hold. I'm in formation, guys. You get all victims. LAPD, all victims come to us. All victims.
All right, what if they can't? I understand what you're doing,
So I
but
can see right here.
Manhole.
Hey, we got a guy right here. No pants. Oh, wait, we have a victim down. Victim down.
calm down.
Push.
See, the adrenaline gets pumping, right? They see somebody down, the adrenaline starts pumping, and it excites you to move forward, right? So you don't want to throw caution to the wind, right? Slow and steady wins the race. It doesn't mean you can't hurry, but slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Wait, he's got a tube. He's hitting from behind to the right. Where the fitting room. Fitting room.
Slow down. Hey, he's bleeding. Hold up.
Right here.
All right, so let me ask you, just for the sake of conversation, call comes out initially, guy's hitting somebody with a bike lock, then somebody calls in and says there's gunfire, right? So these guys are walking into this not knowing whether it's just a guy with a bike lock or it's in fact somebody with a gun that's already shot some people. So your mind goes, does it go from we're going to handle this less lethal with a lethal option, or are we just going straight to a gunfight? They don't know. They don't know. But they see a victim down, victim bleeding. They see him. They see the bike lock. You've got less lethal on scene, but he moves. So what do? What's the best option?
Turn around.
The object that Elena Lopez used to assault the victim was determined to be a heavy-duty cable lock. The weapon was recovered at scene and booked as evidence. The department is still seeking to find any of the unidentified victims, witnesses, or anyone involved. You can contact us by calling 1-877-ASK-LAPD or lacrimestoppers.org. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. All
right, cool, Captain. Thank you. So what do you guys think overall, right? Just to kind of recap, the arrival on scene, the communication was strong. They were telling each other where they were going. They were, saying when to push, when to hold. Hey, I'm moving here. Have you got my back? All those, communication is key. We've said it a million times. Communication is key. So that was all really good. Once they saw the victim down, I think that desire to help and that desire to prevent the threat from getting any worse really took over, and a lot of that coordination kind of got blown apart. Like, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face, right? So seeing that victim down was kind of the punch in the face, where everything kind of went. They did a good job of getting the guy in custody. The really tragic thing is, for me, obviously, the death of the innocent 14-year-old that was in the dressing room. That officer's going to have to carry that with him the rest of his life, because there was only one shooter, and he knows who it was. So that's his cross to bear for the rest of his life. And God, can you even imagine? Can you even imagine what that must be like? And what must it be like to know that your 14-year-old daughter, your 14-year-old sister, your 14-year-old niece is deceased? And is she deceased because of the officer, or is she deceased because of this asshole that showed up at the Burlington Coat factory with a bike lock and started being an asshole and beating people? Who made the initial decision that led to the tragic loss of this young girl? Where do you put that? Do you put it on the guy that got jacked up and decided to go into the fucking Burlington coat factory with a bike lock and be an asshole? Question mark. You guys tell me what you think. Drop it in the comments section down below. Sub to the channel. And as always, be good or be good at it. We'll see you next time. Guys, be safe. Oh, real quickly. Notice they went in and made the arrest without waiting for a shield. So, tip of the cap there, LAPD. You guys be good.